Blackstone Publishing and Skyboat Media present Caught in the Net by Émile Gaboriau. This book is read by Stefan Rudnicki. Chapter 1. Putting on the Screw. The cold on the 8th of February, 1860, was more intense than the Parisians had experienced during the whole of the severe winter which had preceded it. For at 12 o'clock on that day, Chevalier's thermometer, so well known by the denizens of Paris, registered 3 degrees below zero. The sky was overcast and full of threatening signs of snow, while the moisture on the pavement and roads had frozen hard, rendering traffic of all kinds exceedingly hazardous. The whole city wore an air of dreariness and desolation, for even when a thin crust of ice covers the waters of the Seine, the mind involuntarily turns to those who have neither food, shelter, nor fuel. This bitterly cold day actually made the landlady of the Hôtel de Pérou, though she was a hard, grasping woman of Auvergne, give a thought to the conditions of her lodgers, and one quite different from her usual idea of obtaining the maximum of rent for the minimum of accommodation. "The cold," remarked she to her husband, who was busily engaged in replenishing the stove with fuel, "is enough to frighten the wits out of a polar bear. In this kind of weather I always feel very anxious, for it was during a winter like this that one of our lodgers hung himself, a trick which cost us 50 francs in good honest money, besides giving us a bad name in the neighborhood. The fact is, one never knows what lodgers are capable of doing. You should go up to the top floor and see how they are getting on there." "Pooh, pooh," replied her husband, Monsieur Lupin. "They will do well enough." "Is that really your opinion?" "I know that I am right. Daddy Tintin went out as soon as it was light, and a short time afterward Paul Violaine came down. There's no one upstairs now but little Rose, and I expect that she has been wise enough to stick to her bed." "Ah," answered the landlady rather spitefully, "I have made up my mind regarding that young lady some time ago. She is a sight too pretty for this house, and so I tell you." The Hôtel de Pérou stands in the Rue de la Hachette, not 20 steps from the Place de Petit Pont, and no more cruelly sarcastic title could ever have been conferred on a building. The extreme shabbiness of the exterior of the house, the narrow, muddy street in which it stood, the dingy windows covered with mud and repaired with every variety of patch, all seemed to cry out to the passers-by, "This is the chosen abode of misery and destitution." The observer might have fancied it a robber's den, but he would have been wrong, for the inhabitants were fairly honest. The Hôtel de Pérou was one of those refuges, growing scarce.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?